We would have rushed the field, dude.
All right, guys. Welcome back into another episode of the Lesko podcast, joined by Brett Cable once again. We lose. It is what it is, man. It's a heartbreaking way to lose, Brett just said. But, going into this game, we didn't expect a win. And to be up like that and then not pull it out, yeah, that's very heartbreaking. I don't know.
That's correct.
I just called into Landon's show and he said that I asked him if they should fire Kotelnicki. He said, yeah, they probably should. But Aaron Zimmerman gave me a shout out on there. Thanks, Aaron. I think I remember you, Aaron. But yeah, appreciate it though. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, tough loss. Very heartbreaking. Tough loss. Burnout. The coordinators went from aggressive and confident playing defense and offense to completely cowardly play calling and Knowles blitz too late on the final drive. Yeah.
Yep.
Just when I thought this team could not break my heart anymore this season. Yeah, Joe Paw. Member Joe Paw. Thanks for remembering up, Joe. Arctic, send me your Venmo on Instagram, man. I'm gonna send you that for your membership. I can't gift you personally a membership. I don't know why, but just do that, man. We were talking on Instagram earlier. Go ahead, Brett. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to tell Joe Paw that my hashtag never ending pain is exactly what you're saying. I didn't think it could get any worse. Like Mark said before, I'd rather get blown out by Indiana than lose like that. Seriously, right? Would you not rather get blown out by them?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, I love Penn State, but when you're a diehard fan, you want what's best for the whole program and for the future. I would have rather just been blown out because then, let's say we lose 63-10 or something. And then, Ohio State fans, we could say, well, look at what they did to us, and you guys put up 38 at home. But we almost pulled out a win. Exo Vols on Landon's show said that I was absurd. So thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the shout out. Yeah, man. I don't know. A few things to take away from this. Terry Smith cleaned things up. Call that man a Swiffer because he cleaned it up, man. He did. He cleaned it up. He cleaned up the offense. He cleaned up everything. I mean, perform like that against number 2. I mean, that to me, Indiana, man, they're easily it's them, Texas A&M, Ohio State, who I think we'll see how they finish out, but I think it's Indiana, A&M, Bama, they're the best teams in the country, man. So, and Terry.
Great game from Terry.
He Coach Terry deserves the win. The players deserve the win, but the coordinators do not. To clarify what I said on the Landon show, I mean, the coordinators don't deserve the win. Terry Smith does for sure. He cleaned things up, but again, in key moments of the game, man, they can run the clock out. What do? They run it up the middle twice. Right, Brett? They ran it up the middle twice, and it was 3rd and 10.
I'm not mad with the first run. I'm mad about the second. It's 2nd and 10. You're going to just do the same run. They know you're going to run, so fake the run and pass it. Grunk had a solid game. We'll talk about him in a little bit. He had a good game.
That's the worst loss PSU has gotten this season. Yeah, yep. I'll just get one for Christmas, Mark. LOL. Yeah, man, whatever you want to do. Me and who was it that had to bet? Dude, who had the bet with me? But anyway, yeah, whatever you want to do, man. I'll gift you one because we had the bet going. So whatever you want to do, though. I feel so bad for Sutton because he would have died on that field to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Terry Smith is doing his best, but is not the answer.
It's hard to say that. He's stuck with the same coordinators. I mean,
Terry Smith is doing his best, but it's not the answer.
He might be, guys. I don't know. I think it's too soon to say that. Every game, Terry Smith has looked better. Well, maybe
Yeah, I
not.
think I agree. I think Terry Smith could be an answer, man. I mean, he has Kotelnicki as his coordinator, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't. The offense killed us, and then like the offense overall did well, but they killed us in key moments, and then the defense, they collapsed at the end. Those seam routes, man, like the seam routes, you have to know that they're going to come. Like I just, they had long seam routes at the end, and it's like us as fans, like it's like we know that's going to happen. You know what I mean? But I give these players credit, man. Like again, I do not want to be a player basher and say this and that about the players. I think they deserve to win.
Mm-hmm.
And Terry Smith, he did a lot to help us win the game, but ultimately, again, it came down to the coordinators, man. Like the defense at the end, they just collapsed. And it's scheme, man. Like it's coaching, it's coaching. Got to be the most heartbreaking loss this season. Absolutely. Who really thought the defense would win at the end? I mean, I thought they had a shot, but I didn't think that. I thought they would probably give it up. Yeah. I mean, that was, first of all, the catch at the end. That was a great catch. But if you step back and think about it, it was just the situation in the game. Like the catch itself, you're supposed to catch the ball, put your toes inside, and that's how you score the touchdown. I mean, it was just the moment. Like it was a great catch, but it was like it wasn't like anything out of this world. It was just the moment that had happened. And then Joel Klatt, he's like, look at the ref. He's got his eyes down. He's watching his feet. He calls it's like, yeah, dude, what's he supposed to do? That's his job. I mean, like, where do you think he's going to be looking? Up in the stands? Like, but it was a good live call, man. Because when I saw it, I thought his right foot went down first, and he was out. That's what I thought. Alive from what I was watching. Or maybe Indiana isn't as good as you think.
Maybe, but
I don't know. I don't think Ohio State's as good as they think either. Oregon game 24-7. Yep. Yeah, man. That's right, John. That's right. Yeah. Killer. Yeah. So,
to be honest with you, that last drive, Indiana was killing us with the same passing concepts that we were killing them with Trevor Pena. Just right in the middle of the field, right there, man. We're up the seam.
Well, to read Rage's comment, they should have tried running outside. Yeah, like they was working with Singleton, and then when they needed it, they didn't do it. My schedule was crazy. Wasn't very active last week. Looks like Terry Smith is doing a really good job. Yeah, man, you're in college, so focus on that. Third down pass was a waste and too short. Artie Teeth, where do you go again? Do you go to Oregon? The problem is Andy K. You said this before. I just don't remember. Oregon up 2-0. The problem is Andy K. Hard to judge Terry due to circumstance. Yeah, I think Terry Smith, again, called the man Swiffer because he cleaned things up. He did.
He's a ball coach, man. He's
a ball coach. And I thought today if they pulled out this win, I said
you give it to
Joe Paterno was with Terry Smith in spirit. He was there today with him because that's one of his, that's one of his kids, Terry Smith. That's one of his boys, one of his sons. He played for Joe. He was there for one of his kids. And, but, ultimately it ended up that Franklin's
demise
coordination was the ultimate downfall. That's what came out in the end. Franklin's ultimate coordination of putting this all together. Oregon dominating. If Smith wants to lead, then firing Kotelnicki. Yep. Or telling Kraft to fire him. Yep. Exactly. Yep.
Yo, guys, real quick, they finally used Trevor Pena correctly. You saw that, right?
Yeah, and then exactly, man. And then the timeout at 20 seconds. I didn't get that. Like they should have spiked it because you have a timeout to call. I was surprised they called it then, but you have a timeout to call. Whereas what happened was if you with 15 seconds left, let's say they get a 10-yard play, and then you go up and you spike the ball. That's like an extra 3 seconds.
Yeah,
and then you have to run the next play quickly and then spike it again.
Yeah, he
to
should have
kick the
called a
field
timeout.
goal. Like,
should have been a timeout.
they should have spiked it.
It was bad.
But
who would, like, out of all of you, who thought Penn State was going to tie the game up with 30 seconds left? We all knew that wasn't happening. All of us. So
I thought they would either just win it outright or lose. I didn't think they would tie it up.
No.
I'm going to try to catch up here, guys. Yeah, that timeout on first down was a horrible decision. What PSU needs to win again is a complete house cleaning coach assistant. Yeah. Terry Smith need pink slips. Yeah.
The players fought. They fought today.
Yeah. The players deserve to win. The coaching, like the coordinators did not. The coordinators did not. Didn't want to call on the defense to come up big again as they played well enough. It said it was offense to get another first down.
All we had to do was burn the clock, guys.
All they had to do was
competent play calling. We win the freaking game. That's why I was so mad.
Would they have a minute 50 to get down from the 20 and they scored? I mean, my dad called me and was asking what happened. We're slowly becoming PSU fans. We just want to see Penn State win. Very disheartening for the fans and players. Well, Arctic, I hope we had a part in that, man. It's good to hear. Yeah. ESPN and Fox are all saying it was the greatest throw and catch of all time.
Wow.
Guys, you know me, like you know us. We're gonna just keep it 100. We're not gonna filter. Like, dude, it was a great catch, but the moment is what made it, out of this world. Like, it's a normal catch. I mean, they lost to Villanova scored on us at the end of the game in the same way, and that's Villanova.
Listen, the College Football Fox Instagram page was only posting Indiana the entire day, so that says it all. So
it was not a catch. Back of the foot came down on the line. Dude, it was so close, man. It was like the knee against Oregon. We let Mendoza off the hook way too many times. Yeah, Timu Kirk Cousins made him look like Lamar Jackson today. I think Indiana, Oregon are both overrated. Yeah, Oregon, Ohio. You guys could disagree. I think Ohio State's overrated too. Once again, Jim Knowles finds a way to give up a lead late in the game. Back foot came down on the line. Yeah. PSU nitwit. Welcome in, man. I don't think I've seen you on here before. Coach Smith called his final timeout at the wrong time. Yes, he did. Yeah, I go to nice, Oregon, nice.
Yeah.
They got the big sack, then gave up that 22-yard pass.
Yeah, I was enraged. I was not happy about that.
Dan Lanning is sponsored by Coca-Cola. So, Arctic, if you need any of that, just give them a call. They got the big sack, then gave up that 22-yard pass. Yep. How does Andy K argue for anyone to give him the keys to an offense again? He doesn't. He should be like a GA or something. I don't know if another coach will want it more than yeah, exactly.
So Cole Nicky's going to go back to Wisconsin Whitewater, the whatever college team that was. He's going to go back there.
Jim K did a lot last year to OSU, get the sack and go passive instead of keeping. Yep. I guess we should have used a trick play with Clifford at the end. 149 super sticker. Thanks, David. As always, David, thank you. Mm-hmm. With a timeout, you could play the middle of the field. Yep, exactly. Gronk showed great potential and had so many missed throws. They turned out to be compounding. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to. I deleted your comment, Burnout. My bad. Dude,
overall, he played a good game. He played a good game overall.
And drops. Yeah, I think if we're as Penn State fans, I think we should be excited that if he's our quarterback next year, like I think we're in good hands. But
yeah,
we just don't know what's going to happen. They needed this win would have meant a lot for like recruiting and the future of our program. So that's what's so heartbreaking about letting it go.
This would have been huge for recruiting.
They needed to close the game out with a low risk play action on second down.
Yep.
You just knew we were screwed. Dude, when they started moving those linemen on that third down, I'm like, my God, dude. This gimmicky stuff, you're not fooling them. What are you doing? It hasn't worked all year. And you're going to do it against Kirk Cignetti? Like this guy.
They set the house 3 times in a row in the goal line.
Bro, this guy, he's a monster, man. Kurt Cignetti, he's smug. But I like him. He is smug.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind him.
They needed to close the game out with a low risk. Yeah. The PSU story, can't get a first down, can't make a defensive stop. Some old same. Yep. Indiana is overrated and overhyped.
Maybe.
Indiana is overrated and overhyped. Team got too much Franklin still and no big play. Yeah. Indiana is as good as many think. All right, I'll catch up with your comments, guys. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, it's pretty heartbreaking. You know, it we could have pulled it out, but again, the key moments of the game, the play calling was not clutch when it needed to be, and the defense, they could they had him at their own 20, and they let him score. I mean, that's. I mean, Mendoza, for that drive alone, he should be in like the Heisman consideration. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like that was an insane drive.
He should be giving Jim Knowles a handshake afterwards. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me wide open receivers on that.
Thank you, sir. I'll bring my Heisman to your house when I win it.
And it's sad because Jim Knowles called a really good game up until that last drive. Really, he did. I mean, he called a good game. Yeah,
and Mendoza, man, like 19 for 30, 218 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 INT, and they didn't score a touchdown until the end. I mean, that was a heck of a drive, man.
Yeah, Gronk was beating him.
Gronk had one more pass yard than him. Same TD interception.
Yep.
They kept their rushing yards. They had 108 yards rushing total between all of them, and they had 218 yards receiving. So again, like it just came down to the clutch plays at the end. Like it that's what it came down to, you know. What's up, Joe? Yeah, and he would have had the same amount of top wins as Franklin through in 3 games than Franklin did in 12 years.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. I wanted that for Terry Smith bad, man. And for the team,
Yeah.
you know, like really bad.
Yeah.
And for the Penn State fan base, like so bad, man. We needed that win so bad. Just for pride, man. For Penn State, you know, just.
Yeah, it's my dad's birthday weekend, and my sister got him tickets to the game, and they were there at the game.
Oh man!
So, you know, it would have been nice for his birthday if they won.
Yeah.
Papa Lesko. Yeah,
happy
thanks,
birthday,
Arctic.
Mark
114 subs away. Arctic's always keeping an eye on that. But yeah, Brett, overall, I mean, we've kind of said it. We've kind of sprinkled in every point we've made so far, but yeah, we just couldn't pull it out at the end. The defense that is a total collapse at the end to have 1:50 left at their own 20 and then go down and score like they did. So, yeah.
That was a classic way for Penn State to lose. Out of all people to get the game ball today, Nick Singleton, guys, legacy game from him. He played great. They put him in positions to be successful. He had a 60-yard run. That was fantastic. We've been waiting all year for that. Just pain all around, man. Like, you saw the fight from us. When we were down 20-7, and then we scored that field goal, I'm like, come on, man. We're not going to win scoring a field goal. We were down 20-10, then we scored 14 unanswered points, and then just couldn't win it at the end. If we were going to win that game, it was going to be on offense. We were going to kill the clock and win that way. I just knew if they got the ball back, we'd be screwed. And look what happened. So, love the fight from the guys. That was Terry's best game, you know, obviously so far. Obviously last week we got hit pretty good by Ohio State in the second half. We came out and played better in the second half this week. I think that's promising, but yeah, man, I don't know. There's not much to say about this game. It was a really good game if you're a football watcher and you're not a fan of either team. If you're an Indiana fan, you probably lost a few years of your life on this one. Penn State fans are immortal at this point, so it doesn't matter. We can't die as much as you think we would. So.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is literally for me, like the fact that I'm still breathing after all of these years with Franklin is a miracle. But I was going to say, dude,
look good.
Yeah. I mean, Indiana, I was thinking, like, when we were up, I was like, wouldn't it be hilarious if we beat Indiana? And it's like the ownership of Indiana lives on. We
Yeah.
would have been 26-2. It's like,
Yeah.
but I give credit to Indiana,
Yeah.
for going down. I mean, that was an insane drive that they had there. Yeah, I thought the QB looked good. Yep. Keeping that timeout really limited their play calling, 15 more yards or so in the middle. Boom, timeout. Yep, exactly. Spending, I meant. Yep. Getting closer. Yep, thanks, Arctic. We all should pray for the personal skills to go into an interview the way Andy. Hey, I think what Andy Kotelnicki and Franklin should do for their next job is start a interview prep agency, because they literally got one of the best jobs in the world and in college football, and they totally BS their way the whole way through it. So I don't know why we
It should be
didn't
on Comedy Central at this point. Yeah, it's comical. It's
spike ball and kick field goal at the end. By the way, you members that are on here, use the emojis. I made some emojis.
Yep.
Good teams find a way to win. Bad teams find a way to lose. Yep, exactly. Yeah, and coaches lose games, players win them, man. And the players could have won the game, and it just didn't work. I mean, the scheme at the end, Brett, like the defense, like what are you doing? They're giving up. Indiana did to us what we should have done to them at the end. Like throw some seam balls, keep your tight end, or keep your time out, and then throw some seam balls, keep your time out, and then once you get deep enough, spike the ball, and then you tie the game. And I think we would have had the momentum going into the end, to be honest with you. But then again, it would have been Oregon maybe all over again.
And listen, if we have to play against another white receiver, we're cooked. They've been cooking us all year. Number 80, never heard of him. He was cooking us, man. He had some good catches. So shout out to him for, playing well for Indiana. But just insane, man. Like overall, the corners played decent, but there were some plays they would want back for sure.
Well, he was rolling the equipment in at the beginning of the game. Then they threw some pads on him. Then he just went in and caught some balls. And I don't even know if he's on the team. This season stinks of 2018 early wins and a near heart attack.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they lost to Kentucky at the end. Read this team still got Franklin mentally can't win. Yep. RDT giving them 2 minutes with Mendoza at QB with good receivers was too risky. Coaches fed up bad with Indiana, effed up bad with Indiana, had 2 long passes. Yep. Yeah, I don't get it, man. Like they had – because what happened was they took the sack. Durant – and someone called into Landon's show. They said, why was Durant dancing when they're all rushing to get to the line and then they throw that deep pass? I mean, I do not like the celebrating at all, but – Brett said about sometimes they do it to get the team fired up, which, that makes sense.
But in that moment, that's not.
Horvath for Heisman, especially if he can beat Notre Dame tonight.
That'd be great. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
You spelled it wrong. It's lame. There's no D in it.
9-0 Oregon. Love the fight from the team today. Better days are on the horizon. Yeah. Nice weather for his birthday. Yes, it was.
It showed heart. Yeah.
Joe Pa, I don't know. Brett, do you know how to – can you – I don't know. But I made custom emojis. They're like – I don't know how you find them, but one's called Notre Dame, one's called VT Franklin. Fire Andy K and tell Knowles he's on thin ice. Keep Terry and get to – yeah, I mean, I'm sure Terry's already said that, to be honest with you, man. I think they know they're on thin ice right now. Don't blame the defense as they played well enough to win while asking them to step up again with 2 minutes left on the coaching.
Yeah. Like I said, they played well.
Well, when I say the defense collapsed, I just mean the scheme was horrible. I mean, the players, they played their hearts out, man. Like last week against Ohio State, I just didn't see a lot of fight. Yeah. This week, we saw a lot of fight. And
biggest play of the game was King Mack.
Brett, look at the improvements we've made and the progression we've made since Terry Smith took over. Went into Iowa, lost by 1 on the road in his first game. Going to Columbus, number one team. Again, like we didn't get like totally blown out. I mean, and then there was no life. And then this week, a lot of fight, just good ball pretty much overall. I mean, 27-24, 27 points, that's not a lot, you know? So, and then for us, we just need one more score, touchdown, we would have won. But, I mean, we've seen improvement from this team under Terry Smith throughout, whereas with Franklin, it was just the same every week pretty much. Offensive line had a chance to salt the game away. They failed once again. Franklin builds weak offensive lines.
Well, listen, go back to our first drive, guys. We were driving. We epic failure in play calling. We end up punting at like the 40. Like this continues to happen. Like that first drive, getting a score there would have sealed the deal, man. So it was the end of the game, but it was the beginning of the game too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think Franklin was rooting? No, Franklin wasn't rooting for Indiana. Just...
I am proud of our Nittany Lions. They played their hearts out. It's just the way to. I mean, like they're at the end when they scored, for example. That is just old school Penn State football. Run the ball up the middle, just dominate the opposite side of the ball. I mean, Penn State football, classic Penn State football, almost won us that game, which is a telling thing because that's what they need to do going forward. Play Penn State football. Don't play Andy Kotelnicki football. Don't play Jim Knowles football. Play Terry Smith, Joe Paterno, old school Penn State football. That almost won them the game against the number 2 team in the country. We saw today mainly Penn State football. And then when it mattered, we saw Andy Kotelnicki clown play calling football. He is an absolutely horrible coach. He is horrible. And you know what's funny about today, Brett? The offense had success. You know why? Because they just did basic stuff.
Yeah,
it didn't look like Kotelnicki's offense today. That's why it looked good, you know. And then when it mattered, we saw Kotelnicki's offense. It's like, dude, are you serious right now?
And it's because Terry Smith said in his presser this time, and I wasn't sure if he was telling the truth. We are going to pass the ball down the field, and I'm going to make it happen. And he made it happen. And Kobe Howard played in the beginning of the game and the middle of the game. I don't know about the end of the game, but Kobe Howard was in there, had a couple catches. I think the best way to put this, guys, after I saw that we lost, like after it was over, Penn State is cursed. There's a curse, man. Let's be honest here. There's a Penn State curse. That's what it is. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
To answer you guys' question, was he rooting for Indiana to win? He was rooting for Penn State to lose. I know that. Yes, he is. I nearly had a heart attack on the toss play that was nearly intercepted. Yeah. If you can't run when you need it, you're not a good team. Next coach needs to focus on the trenches. One more first down wins the game. Yeah, that's the thing. They had it in their hands. Indiana had one timeout, bro. And they couldn't pull it out. I mean, that's sad.
They should have went to the outside, like somebody said.
And then the outside hasn't been working all year. And then Singleton hasn't been working all year. And now he is working. And then they go away from it. It's like, dude, what? Again, if that was like old school classic Penn State football, we would have run the clock out. But they didn't. They had to get fancy. And Kotelnicki either just runs it up the middle or he does some fancy BS. Like, dude, they moved those 3 linemen to the left, and then they threw it to the tight end on the right, and there was like 3 guys there, man. They knew it was coming. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Why? What makes you think moving 3 linemen to the left isn't somewhat obvious to a school like Indiana right now that you might be doing a little toss out to the right to a tight end or something? Like, I thought that's what they would do, and I've never coached football in my life, so Singleton showed up for the first time this year. I feel like Kobe has a lot of size. I don't know why we put him outside. He isn't that tall. The tragedy is seeing what happens. You throw the ball down the field with Gronk, who has a great success. Told you about Knowles, bro.
No, yeah, but Knowles didn't really lose the game. I don't know.
Gus and Clatter idiots. Yeah, like, dude, at the end, it's like Gus and Joel, they're like, oh my God, he caught the ball. That was amazing. It's like, oh my goodness. Like at some point, you have to sound like credible, you know?
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, overall stats wise, across the board, 20 first downs for Indiana, 17 for Penn State. We had 1 more yard passing. We had more yards rushing. And the possession time was nearly the same.
Yeah.
So it literally came down to one drive, man.
And we handed them a touchdown at the end of the first half, guys. We freaking that fumble screwed us, man.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Yes, it did.
That fumble
Andy K should have been fired after his interview, ripping ice water in a coffee mug. Yes, he is. This was the game I thought y'all would win. Gus is so annoying. He is. I don't think it's cursed. I think this is a combination of the Franklin-led teams and what is the most popular Tiger roster he put together, and the lack of these coordinators to say aggressive. Yeah. Gronk was balling.
Yeah, he had a good game. Couple missed throws, but nobody's perfect, man. He missed as many throws as Mendoza missed. It's the same, yeah.
I mean, stats-wise, dude, like we were better.
Gronk was 74%, guys, against a top 2 team. That's his best percentage yet. So, hat off to Gronk for trying. You know, he did a good job.
Going forward, Brett, this game would have really helped the morale. It would have helped recruiting. It would have helped a lot of things. It would have helped Terry Smith.
Yeah. We would have rushed the field. Penn State fans would have rushed the field.
Yeah, maybe would have retained a position here in some way, some form or fashion. But at the end, like it literally minute 50 on their own 20, and they drive down and they score like that on what, 3rd down? I mean, and Joe said that I thought about the ball too, where I thought maybe he would have fumbled it a little bit, and it doesn't look like he did. But Joe said he did. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I found it odd to pitch it to Katron Allen like a sweep and run up the middle. Very odd.
Yeah, that play works most of the time.
Yeah, and the drop pass at the beginning, man, that was unacceptable. Catch aside, do you think Indiana scores on 4th down? Probably. Probably. When he said that was the best catch of the year, I lost it. Yeah.
As much as I hated blitzing everybody on those last 2 plays, they were like so close to getting it. Like, dude, they were so close to getting him. So I get the idea. Like, you don't want to give him time to throw because then we're going to lose anyways. Because Mendoza is good when he has time to throw. But they were right in his face. He still. It's almost like he's like, I'm just going to throw it up, and like he just threw it up. He didn't even try, you know. And dude comes down with the ball. Like, it wasn't planned.
So I've asked me, who is a Ohio State fan. He's one of the good ones. By the way, I don't know if you watch Landon, but the one guy called me absurd because I always talk about Ohio State fans. It was a Twitter comment. But, you know, all I said last week was I didn't think Ohio State dominated us like they should have. Like, the position we're in, man. They should have put up more points, you know. They got us on deep balls. So I just think that Ohio State, for example, to compare the two, I think that Ohio State, they're good. Their defense is good. Between them or Indiana, I mean, the fact that Indiana came in here where it's loud, and that drive at the end, like Ohio State has not been in that position all year. So where they had to drive down, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know who's better.
And Penn State played a much better game against Indiana because they actually threw the ball down the field more. So, like, it's hard to say. Like, Penn State was a different team today than they were last week. That's for sure.
I mean, if you're looking on paper after today, like Ohio State they're better, but Ohio State has not been in a position where they had to do that at the end of a game, And what was the score today of Purdue?
34-10 or something. I don't know.
Yeah. See, again, like that's not like 34-10 against Purdue. Like, that's not. I wouldn't be happy with that.
34-10. Yep.
Makes you question all faith in mankind when Gus has the job he does. Yeah. Yeah. And they were like so shocked at the end for that pass. I'm like, dude, guys, calm down. Like like that's just they act like they never saw it before. And I don't know if you're a fan, like they're trying to like be dramatic because they're commentators, but as a fan, I feel like as a fan, I'm like, guys, like it's a little extra, to me. Gus is hard to listen to, absolutely percent. Yeah, goes way overboard. Gronk will hopefully stay at PSU. I think he will. Who calls Maserati Marvin? He's a geek. Indiana beat you all by 3, LOL, and also because we giving controlled butt whoopings. I mean, I don't know, man. Butt whooping, like 34-10 against Purdue, 38-14 against us. I don't know. Is it controlled butt whooping? Like, I don't know. But I would say between the two, like, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to predict because if Indiana can bounce back next week, I think, like, if Ohio State and before today, if Ohio State and Indiana were to play head to head in the Big Ten title or whatever, I would pick Indiana to win because I just think they're very, very good. Record for next year prediction. It's hard to tell, man, because we don't know anything about next year. We don't know who's going to be. All we know is Beaver Stadium's still going to be there. That's all we know.
We don't know what players we're going to have, what coach we're going to have. No idea.
Players, coaches, which fans will be there because they may never show up again. Like,
I'll tell you what, if we can keep some of this young talent we have, Kemishu, Howard, Coleman, like there's a lot of very talented. Even Darius Dixon, guys, he had that sack coming off the edge. Well, it was a cornerback blitz. We have some very good young players, so we need to be able to try to retain them. Huh?
I said, thanks, David. He did another one, $1.49. Yeah. Thanks, David. Appreciate it, man. Dude, you guys that are just on here commenting and stuff and watching us, we really appreciate it. Like, we love it.
Yep.
Like that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted with this podcast, guys. We started at 0 subs. Now we're where we're at now, and you guys are constantly commenting, and I love it. I'm going to answer every one of your comments. I love interacting with you guys. So,
yep.
Well, Brett, I mean, at this point, nothing's really changed. We have Michigan State. We have Nebraska. Rutgers. I think the next game's at Michigan State. I don't know what's going to happen there. We could still make a bowl. I mean, we could make a run here, So.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to win. I mean, with the fight with the fight that Penn State showed today, guys, like they can beat anybody, right? Obviously, Indiana's a very good team. We can go beat Michigan State, Nebraska. We can beat all those teams. They just have to finish it out, man. Like, it comes down to coaching. It comes down to play calling at the right time. The play calling was much better as a whole today. There was improvement. We can't say there wasn't. There definitely was. Gronk threw for over 200 yards. That's the first time he's done that, and that's against a top 2 team. The scheme was better, but at critical moments, it has to be perfect. And it was not perfect today. So it's got to be better, man. A couple misplays. There's just like unlucky plays that go our way, man. That fumble before the half, right? Like, just you can't take that back. That's a touchdown.
Mark. Yeah, or to get pretty much. Yeah, it is, man. Got to keep it going. But yeah, it's just the ending. I thought we were going to win.
Yeah. So we had
Combination of my my dad's birthday and Joe Pa being there in spirit, and Coach Terry, one of his former players, being the head coach. I mean, you can take James Franklin away, but his spirit lives on. Yeah, see, James Franklin's spirit outweighed Joe's spirit today, unfortunately. Joe's too busy not scamming people like Franklin for his spirit. What might have been a little too busy to get us the win. Franklin's legacy lives on, in your opinion. Yeah, it's taken off, man. Thanks to you guys' support. But having to Chaz, I think he's a little hurt. If he would have played, that would have been a game changer. By the way, the fact that you're on here and you know about our team, like you must be like a college football fan, like across the board. If you are you?
Yeah.
If you are, man, like we should talk. Maybe you can come on and talk. That catch is amazing. You hating, bro? It was. I'm just saying it was like exacerbated by the fact that it was the moment. Like I'm not. How am I hating?
It wasn't the best catch of all time. It's not even like top 20, man. Let's stop. Let's stop it, dude. It was a very good catch at the time. Good catch regardless, but man, it's not a top 20 catch.
The reason we would have called you ass is because you guys, not you, but your fan base talks so much crap, dude. Yes, everyone would have gladly called you ass because you guys are constantly talking crap. Like your fan base is. A lot of your fan base is just insufferable, bro. Like I said, I'll get on Instagram, TikTok, and I welcome it, man, because I welcome it. I'll get on there. I'll screen record my screen. I'll go through TikTok comments that I haven't answered. I'm going for like 30, 35 seconds fast of all the comments that I haven't answered, and a lot of them are Notre Dame and Ohio State fans. I haven't heard a lot from Notre Dame recently because they lost the only 2 real games they play all year. But
and also to answer that too, the crowd was loud today, guys. The crowd was really loud. It affected Indiana. Like the crowd and the players played their hearts out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that affected Indiana. Indiana's a very good team.
Nice, Ive. Well, DM me on Instagram, Ive. If we want a coach that can beat top teams, yep, Brom. But yeah, it was loud. They did so much good today, man. They just couldn't score one more touchdown and hold them at the end. Like besides that, great performance against the number 2 team. Yeah. I mean, either way, we should have momentum, whether we won or not. We should have a lot of momentum going against Michigan State. Please God, let us beat them. Nebraska, I hope we beat them. And Raiola is out, and Rutgers. My goodness gracious.
Yeah. We look like a football team today.
We did. Dude, that is old school. That is Penn State football, what we saw today, besides the collapse. And, of course, Penn State has lost games like that before, but what we saw today was a good product, a Terry Smith, Joe Paterno product. Man, Terry Smith deserves so much credit, man. Yeah. And, again, when I mean by the coaches didn't deserve it, I mean the coordinators. We saw the gimmicky stuff when it mattered, bro. Like, I don't get it. I was hoping for the win due to Uncle Mark and Heather being there. That's my cousin, Pike. LOL, that's fair, but Michigan fan base. Well, we know you're a good one, so I don't know. But, dude, I don't know.
Michigan's pretty bad, yeah.
Ohio State fans are the worst by far, though. Definitely not Michigan fans. Yeah, Michigan fan. Okay, so a couple years ago,
bro,
I think it was like 2023, or 2022. It was 2022, I believe. Yes. Michigan fans were way worse than Ohio State fans. What are you saying, Brett?
Huh?
Oh, there's a Notre Dame fan in the comment. Definitely not. Michigan fans are humble. The last possession after the sack, I felt like we were going to win. Yeah.
Irish Infection, you might be the only one that's ever been nice on the podcast ever. No, there's Irish Prestige, or there's one other Notre Dame fan that's nice, but
hey,
you guys have a lot of very delusional.
Yeah, he said we rivals, bro. Thank you, Ive. We are rivals. You're right. Ohio State fans are usually the most obnoxious. I mean, they are very good. Like, it's just like I get it, like why they some of them are the way they are, but it's like, guys, like you're not like this long living dynasty that's won like 25 national championships. Like, I don't know. Hell no, Michigan fans are awful. If Penn State doesn't beat Rutgers, man, yeah, that'll be bad. Terry Smith deserves a spot on the team. He does. Notre Dame fans are full of class, so I don't know why we're even in the conversation. We are the cathedral of college football.
That's comedic.
I don't know what conversation you're even talking about. I've literally interacted with both Ohio State fans are the worst, and it's you guys go back and forth there. Terry Smith had that team ready to play. Yes, he did. Noel's defense couldn't get a stop when needed. Y'all should have won, man. At this point, we should have kept Franklin. I wanted Penn State to win too. Hey guys, upset was brewing, and I thought you had it. Good game. Thanks, Murray. Had Indiana. Yeah.
Kevin said it best. When we sacked them on their last drive, and it was 2nd and 17, I had a feeling we were going to win the game, and then 2 long passes down the middle. That's the way. The heartbreak.
To Notre Dame fans, all you got to say is 3-11, Mark. Hey, 31-23, right? I don't believe an IU coach Sig was ready to cry. Dude, the thing about him is like he's pretty smug. And if you're him right now, man, like that does not look good. I mean, you lost to Notre Dame last year, you lost to Ohio State last year, and then you play us and you barely win. I mean, that's kind of telling. But yeah, I mean, I'd say Ohio State's the better team. After today, I would say Ohio State's the better team because before today I would have said Indiana. But yeah, Ohio State is the better team. Now, I don't know. They should be they deserve to be number one for many reasons, but at the same time, like I think A&M should be number one because of all their schedule and everything put together. But they are up 7-0 on Missouri with a backup quarterback right now. Playing conservative is paying not to lose. Yep, Sig knew they should have. That's it, Mark. Indiana is our little brother. We run the state.
Not this year.
Indiana can't beat teams more talented. I mean, I don't know. Are we more talented than Indiana, Brett? We are technically. We are more talented.
We're on paper. We're more talented than Indiana, and we showed that today. Or Penn State showed that today. We just couldn't finish it out. Yeah, I mean that's what it came down to. Yeah,
Franklin would have that wouldn't have even been close if he was coaching, and then he would have come in and he would have been like, obviously, and then he would have left. They are greatly coached, but if they play a team more talented, it's curtains.
Indiana's running out there with 2- and 3-star guys. That's what they're. I mean, they came from JMU. Like they were not highly recruited guys, but they were coached well and they play hard. So,
by the way, Francis Leskavansky, his son is the guy that I talk about on here, the one that is a very talented football player. So, in case you guys couldn't tell what that last name are related, they did play with intensity and heart. That garbage play in the fourth was the beginning of the end. Did what was working and the gimmick crap that took the wind out of our sails. Hey, Chris, you called into Landon's show, huh?
No, I didn't. Why?
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't call into a show, no.
Huh.
Why?
There was someone. Well, you know what's funny? I called in and asked. I talked to Landon a little bit, and then the one fan commented. He was like, "That guy's absurd. That's Mark Lesko." and then the next guy called in. He's like, "That was Mark Lesko. He has a podcast."
Oh no, I wasn't. No, I don't know who it was. I was
right before I was on there. I thought I heard you on there, so that's But what's up, man?
Nothing. Just another disappointment. I'm not a guy that ever believes in like superstition or there's I don't believe in luck or any of that bull crap. But it just seems like Penn State's cursed, man. It just, like when we went down for that score and we're up 24-20 and then we had a punt, it just feels like they're cursed. It's just so disappointing. I would have rather lost by 3 touchdowns than have to go through this heartbreak again. I
That's what
do blame
Yep.
this loss in part on the coaches. I know everybody loves Terry Smith, but some of the things he did there at the end was mind-boggling.
Yeah.
When you're up 24-20, okay, and there's like a little over 2 minutes left, you got a first down, the game's over. And they weren't playing aggressive, continuing to pass the ball more to get the first down. It doesn't matter if you run the Indiana use their timeouts. It doesn't matter if Indiana has one or two timeouts left or no timeouts left. They're still getting the ball back with enough time to go down the field, as we've seen. They didn't play aggressive there. Then what really frustrated me is when Indiana got the ball after the punt is we stopped blitzing. I'm saying before they got to the red zone. You can't let that quarterback sit back there. Like we were having a little bit of luck getting pressure with our front four, but anytime we blitzed and sent pressure, that quarterback was getting rattled and we were getting to him. And they just went back into it wasn't a prevent, but they weren't blitzing as much. Then all of a sudden he gets that big pass down inside the red zone. Now you want to play aggressive. How many times in football games do you see where the team needs a touchdown for a win, a last drive, and the defense plays soft until they get into the red zone, then they tighten up? I don't know why teams do that. And then to use your last time out when you just got a first down, you need one timeout left for your field goal. Not clock the ball was the worst clock management I've ever seen. I'm not exaggerating. That was the worst clock management I've ever seen in my life. And that's on Terry Smith. I don't care how much we all love Terry Smith. That was just plain stupid. Stupid. It just never ends with this team.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
So that's my information.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I'd rather lose by 3 scores than lose like that, man. We're cursed.
Yeah, it's too much heartbreak anymore.
And for those of you guys that are on here and been listening, I mean, I'm kind of like all over the place. I'm just like, I'm surprised. I'm shocked that I just thought we would win, and again, it's like our hearts are ripped out.
Yeah,
but
it's just.
Check out Chris's latest episode on Big Ten Huddle. Chris does really good stuff, and
I checked it out.
I always watch his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Chris, again, like throughout the game, like we did, like it looked different. I mean, this is a Terry Smith, old school Penn State football. This is a Terry Smith, Joe Paterno. That was classic Penn State football majority of the time. And then when it mattered, they pulled the gimmicky BS, and then they can't get it done at the end. And I blame the coaches. Like I do. I blame the coaching for that loss.
Liam Clifford didn't play quarterback today. That was the brightest moment of the game. We didn't see him play quarterback. And and Kobe Howard played in the first drive, dude. I think it was the first or second drive. Kobe Howard played. He looked good. They used Trevor Pena correctly, Chris. That's what I was telling Mark. That was the first time they used Trevor Pena correctly since the first 3 games.
Yeah.
Finally.
My thing is that – so here's the thing. Like going into the Iowa game, Ohio State, this game, when you would hear people talk about, okay, what's the offense got to do? You hear pound K-Tron, pound K-Tron, pound. Okay, that's great, and that's ideally what you want to do. But when you go into a game and the defense sees that's exactly what you're trying to do, you got to have a pass game to open up that run game. And they didn't have a pass game in the first half. Why does it take to the second half for them to open it up and go downfield? Like you gotta like it used to be some people say you gotta run the ball, establish the run to open up the pass. You listen to Tom, I never felt that way. You listen to Tom Brady, even Landon mentioned it. You have to pass to open up the run. It's the opposite. Yep. If you're just run, and the defense is just loading up the box to stop the run, I don't care what offensive line you have. I don't care who. You're not going to have as much success. You got to have a threat of somewhat of a consistent pass game to loosen up the defense. And they didn't do that in the first half. They just didn't do it.
Even Cement Shoes, DeLuca played well.
Well, Chris, like Koss just said, Koss, welcome back in, man. So they actually ran common sense offense a majority of the time, right? Except when it mattered, then it collapsed. And for whatever reason, Kotelnicki does what Kotelnicki does, like
Yep.
motioning 3 linemen to the left and then throwing the tight end screen to the right. It's like, dude, what? Yes, we all knew that was like, but Singleton was working. They were throwing him the ball, getting him in space, and then when they should have done it, they didn't do it. It's like,
Yep.
it's like they don't learn anything. Terry Smith had things cleaned up. It looked better. It looked like classic Penn State football. But it's like from week to week, they don't like take notes. Like Katron was working against Iowa, ran him up the middle on 3rd and 4 instead of Singleton. This game, Singleton was doing good in space. Let's do it when it matters. It's like they don't like think like, what's working? Let's keep doing that.
Yeah, they don't. They go away from it.
I don't get it, man. Like Penn State football does not do this stuff, dude. They don't do this stuff. You know what I mean? Like this this is not Penn State football.
Well, like you said, it's common sense, like call it or whatever you said at the time. I agree to that. I just think they needed to open it up more in the first half. If they played the first half offensively like they played the second half, we probably win the game. It's just too conservativeness to start the game. You can't come out wanting to run the ball 1,000 times with no threat of a pass game. You got to have somewhat of a balanced offense. You can't run the ball when a team has 8 guys in a box, or 7, 8 guys in a box.
No,
it's just not
like the first drive. The first drive,
like they had their on easy mode or something. It's like, we'll just run right through them. It's fine. Go ahead.
They moved the ball on our first drive, and then that's what killed us, man. You got to put some points on the board. We punted at their 40 or something. Just the play calling in the first drive.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very, very frustrating. This is a key game here, Missouri versus Texas A&M. I don't know. I'm not saying Drink's going to be the next head coach, but I'd watch for something to happen after, especially if they end up losing. Yeah. I think he's probably the odds-on favorite right now, but nothing's a definite. It's a fluid situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just, like I said, it's just more frustration. It's just, it never ends.
Yeah. I don't know. This defense let us down all season long. Today was no different. Mark, do you believe Andy K will be here? I hope not. Is this the symptom of an OC that is a disease for an inept offensive scheme? You made the bet with Murray, Mark. Yes, I did. Yeah, that's right. How far is Indiana falling?
Not much. It won't matter. If they won the game, they're going to be in the playoffs.
I think, like, if A&M wins today, just wins, I think they'll move up ahead of them, for example. But, again, like, Ohio State 34-10 against Purdue.
Yeah, I had Ohio State today, too. That crushed me. That Indiana receiver, that number 80, the big, tall, white guy, he had 7 catches going into the game today. It was pathetic. And then they couldn't – they just couldn't stop.
Yeah, dude. Like, and then he has the game of his life.
White receivers, we can't play against them, dude. I'm telling you. Like, there was that white guy in Iowa that was killing us, too.
Yeah, he just went up and got the ball. He was just too big. It's just everything just goes against us. It's like I said, I'm not a superstitious guy, but it just seems like we're cursed. I mean, like Katron Allen never fumbles the ball. He has great ball security, and he has that fumble because he happened his hand hit the top of the guy's helmet as he's going down. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the guy, what does he have? Like he probably has like a couple fumbles in 4 years. What does he have? 3, 4 fumbles? Like. He might fumble once a year, if that. The pass interference call that was so touchy, that was game changing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's crazy. The breaks we just don't get that just go against us, and then the guy makes the biggest catch of the year.
Yeah,
at the end, it's just. My father's old. One thing I agree, he goes a little overboard. But if you're going to lose, you lose playing aggressive. And in the end there, they just didn't play aggressive. I mean, it's, I know you can't blitz every down. I know you got to mix it up a little. But at the end there, to just let that quarterback sit back there, it's not. At least send one guy, especially when it was working and you were getting good pressure.
Well, I will say when they were blitzing there, it was kind of working, but it's like the scheme, for whatever reason, like Indiana was just stopping them. I mean, they got sacks, but when it mattered, like it didn't happen. And yeah,
Third
their
and
best
long, man.
player was out, Burnout. I don't get
some
it, man.
of them were luck. Like the one play, I don't know if it was the first half, second half, but we had Indiana pinned deep, and it was a third and long. We got pressure. We're hanging all over Mendoza. I think the pass was even half tipped, and he just throws up this prayer near the sideline. That big number 80 just goes up and catches the ball. It wasn't a scheme issue for us in that regard. Just made a few plays, but you need to send pressure when it counts, and in the end is when it really counted. That's when it counted. And it's just I'm just so done. I just salvage whatever players you got to come back, get this new coach in here and just build for next year. It's disgusting already.
I expect him more out of Zakee Wheatley, like especially on the last play. Like he could have, I don't know, jumped up or fought more against the ball. Like Zakee Wheatley's been having a very quiet year. He's still a good tackler, but I expected more from him. He's a veteran.
I don't get it, man, because at the end of the day, like it looked like he could have pushed him more.
Yeah.
But being that he's my guy, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, what are you doing? I don't know. It looked like he could have
gave an effort. He tried. I mean, he tried to push him out. It's hard. That's a big receiver. And I think he gave it his all to try to get him out. The guy to the back of the end zone. He tried. But I do agree. I expected overall on the year Wheatley to have a bigger year. Like I thought Wheatley could have been like the next Jaquan Brisker type, or even like Jalen Reed showed out more last year at least, because in Noel's defense, they had when they play like the three safeties or that extra DB, Wheatley plays the position. It's like supposed to be that star safety position or the big safety where he's supposed to be just that wild card guy flying around making plays. And you don't see it as much. Like he's the Caleb Downs of Penn State. Obviously, he's not Caleb Downs' talent. I'm not saying that. But I expected a little more from him as well.
Hey, Chris.
I don't know.
Yeah. Chris, going forward, I'm getting on almost every night during the week, so we should do another episode soon. Again, your Big Ten huddle stuff, I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's fine if you want.
We'll stay in touch, man. We talk. So, Alex, thanks for
like I said, I don't go until at night. So, but
yeah, whatever times work.
As far as the coach search, though, I really don't have any.
Yeah,
I don't have any different info than pretty much what's been out there. It's what I would say is, they would still like to get Elko if they can. And I'm not going to say that's not a chance, but with the playoffs and all, that's going to be tough to do time-wise. And right now, Tier 1 guys, it's still Eli Drinkowitz, Jeff Brom to a degree, Brent Key, Clark Lee might be in there. And then the Tier 2 guys are Hartline. Who else did I say? Hartline, Matt Campbell's up there. But right now, there's supposed to be a new name that I think Jed Fish is the new name that they might be taking a look at Jed Fish. But right now, I would really look at Eli Drinkowitz, Brent Key, possibly Jeff Brom. Yeah. Not saying they're definites, but that's who I would look at.
Jed Fish's family doesn't like Washington, from what was told. Yeah, they don't like Seattle. So
and like you said, Chris, the Clark Lee, there seems to be some stuff down there that's not working.
I see you put him. I don't think he's going to get it.
Chris, someone told me yesterday
he's not happy with his contract situation.
Chris, someone told me yesterday. I think there's a bit of a delay, Chris, which is fine. But someone told me yesterday that, and they have pretty solid connections that are like, they have some money and stuff. He said that Lincoln Riley is in the hunt.
Here's what I'll say. Lincoln Riley's name out of nowhere has come up with for a lot of other just in general, he might be a candidate now. But I just don't think it's going to be for Penn State. I think, and I know it might not make a lot of sense, but I think Texas Tech is a likely spot for him. Supposedly, one of the top donors at Texas Tech he has a connection with. And I know Texas Tech, possibly LSU, might go over Penn State. Again, with this coaching situation, names come up and then they drop off all the time, week to week, it seems. But I have a really hard time seeing Lincoln Riley coming to Penn State at this point. I think there's a possibility because even Josh Pate was saying, like, watch out for Lincoln Riley. And even he was saying it. But I just don't think it's going to be Penn State. I think it's probably going to be another school who does leave.
Well, dude, here's the thing. If
he's got everything at USC.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you're Lincoln Riley, you left Oklahoma to go to USC, and now you might leave USC to go to SEC. Like, bro, what are you doing? Just like stay. What like I don't know. Like, if you're a coach, I would say come to Penn State because if you're in the SEC, you have like Mike Elko this year. He could go 12-0, win the national title. Next year they go 2-9. He's gone. Like that's the SEC, man. You know, like at Penn State, look what you can do and keep your job for as many years as you did. I mean, which I hope they don't do that again. But my goodness gracious, Arctic Tea, thanks for the donation, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't even know if I'd want Lincoln Riley. I know you might find that hard to believe, but like, I watched a lot of USC the past 2-3 years, and he's having a good year this year, but he still coaches like he's in the Big 12. He wants to pass the ball 1,000 times a game. And there's so many games last year in particular, I would see USC having success running the ball, and then they just get away from it. Like they just stop running because he's so insistent on wanting to throw the ball. So I don't know if he's the best option, but like I said, if he goes anywhere, I think it'll be Texas Tech or LSU.
Yeah, the thing
just
about
my opinion, but I don't have a lot of info on it. Just from heard.
Chris, check your text, man. He was just delayed a little bit, so I'm gonna have him come back on. But Lincoln, yeah. So again, RTT, thanks for the donation. Alex, thanks for the donation, man. Appreciate it. Brahmer Drinkowitz is who I want. Lincoln Riley, number 2 recruiting class. Yep. Yeah, he literally only cares about offense. Riley run game scheme is crazy good. Why wouldn't he come to Penn State, Ive? Like, I don't know, man. Like, he has multiple Heismans under his belt, and he has a good winning record. But, yeah, I don't know if I want him either, Brett. He's not really like Penn State. He's not like a Penn State guy. You know what I mean?
No. Riley would never get hired by Penn State. It just wouldn't happen. No.
Yeah.
Pat Kraft would not make that.
Right. Yeah, but that's just something, that I heard, Chris. So, who knows?
Yeah.
Notre Dame owns college football. We single-handedly ended the powerhouse. Bro, you guys are absolutely clueless.
You guys have so many
delusional. They do. Yeah, he is.
Freaking.
So, Chris, can you hear us? He's frozen. It's just his internet, I think. By the way, Notre Dame owns college football. Ive Manziel is an Ohio State fan, so I'll let him talk to you because his team is actually elite, and their fans have reason to talk crap. So go ahead, Ive. You can take that over. Typical Irish fan. Okay, literally every I've never met an Irish fan. I know one Irish fan in my whole life, and I'm related to him. That I've met, and he's like, nice. That's it.
Irish infection. Tell your boy Notre Dame owns college football, which is a laughable name. Tell him to read a book or something about the history of college football and where Notre Dame is right now. They lost to the 2 best teams they played this year. Like, he's out of his mind. Just let him know. That he needs
literally the only 2 teams you played. You lost to, and then the other guy said Navy should be ranked. It's like, bro, that's why you guys are Notre Dame fans, because
Navy should not be ranked.
You're trying to tell us why a Navy win should mean something. It's Navy, bro. Bro, you Notre Dame fans, honestly. Like,
if
whatever.
Navy throws 2 passes, like that just says it all, dude. If they throw 2 or 3 passes during the game. Yeah.
Notre Dame 3rd and 11. But Brett, I don't know. Do you have anything else to say?
Not really, man. It was good to watch the guys fight today. Like I've said that already, but just the pain's never ending for me. I mean, you see it on my name, never ending pain hashtag. It's not showing up anymore, but it's a hard life, man, as a Penn State fan, especially this year. Never seen anything like it. We're 3-6 right now, so it's pretty rough.
All right, this guy said Irish Infection reported your podcast on Notre Dame message boards. He said you blocked him because you were still mad. Oh, so I'm in Notre Dame message boards now? That's awesome. Good. Keep sending them.
Yeah.
Is that the regular season? Irish Prestige, not Infection, my bad. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Dude, Irish Prestige, man. There's something wrong with that guy. Seriously.
Oh, there was.
But he reported me in Irish message boards. Like, what? What are they gonna do?
He probably just mentioned you like in a post or something.
Yeah.
They gotta round up the pitchforks.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Like, if all I gotta say is I'm a top 2 team in a national title game, and they won't be able to do anything to me. Brooklyn is either Penn State or Notre Dame. It's still a great rivalry with rumbling fans. Yeah. Okay, Mark, you everywhere. You was mentioned on Menace 2 Sports 2. I was mentioned on Menace 2 Sports. Are you serious right now?
That's a big pod. You like that?
When? What did he say?
What did they say? I actually think they're kind of clowns. I'm not a big fan of their pod.
I actually like that podcast. What did he say?
That might mean that doesn't mean Zach and his host mentioned you. It could just mean they had a live chat and someone in their chat mentioned you. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe that's what that means.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah, word's getting out, man. I crap on I roast these fans and then they get mad, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not even trying to like talk crap. I'm just like, people say stuff and I'm like, dude, you're wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
they jump on the pod. Like, they're jumping. We're not going to their podcast. That's what I mean.
Like they're commenting when you were saying Ohio State wasn't dominant. Chris Drew said he want to watch the clip. Dominate. Chris Drew. Who's that?
Chris Drew's he's Zach's co-host, the other guy.
Oh, what did he say, Ive?
He was going to play the clip of you saying Ohio State wasn't dominant, I guess.
Go ahead. They got a big fan base. But Chris, you have anything else to say?
No, I mean, it just got to wait and see who the new coach is and just move on from this misery of a year.
Yeah.
That's it, man. I mean, let's just keep plugging away and just get this new coach in here and get some new blood, some new excitement, and just get the ball rolling next year.
Just got to keep Kobe Howard. We got to keep Ivan Kemiju. We got to keep these guys, man.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is it's one thing to say you're going to bring Kobe Howard in, but why not target him a little more? And if I'm Tyser Denmark, I'm really pissed off because he didn't play that much. If you're going to play Howard, give give Denmark a shot too.
Yeah.
Like give him a legit shot. Don't just put him in there to run a few routes and target him once a game. Like give him the targets other people get.
Kyron Hudson should not be out there.
He shouldn't. Kyron Hudson, he shouldn't be out there at all. I mean, there's more I want to say. I'm just trying to be nice. The guy just shouldn't be. He shouldn't be playing. It's clear.
Denmark or Kobe could take that spot and do way more with it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And Luke Reynolds completely fell off the face of the earth. You know, like the one thing with like Kotelnicki's scheme is he tries too much. And I said this before. to just free up one guy. A lot of his plays are trying to do all this window dressing and distortion, as he says, just to free up one guy. But you have talent. Like, play Denmark, play Howard. Rappley is a good tight end. You know, Pena could do some things. Just let Gronk drop back, do good route concepts, play your better talent, and just let him let him do his thing. That's how you open up the run game. That's what they did in the second half. But I'm done with it.
Chris, I appreciate you coming on, man. Let's do an episode this week, all right?
Yeah, just give me a call. We'll get together.
All right, man.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. Yeah,
Have
no problem. See you later, guys. Be good.
See ya.
Yo, real quick to answer it to you guys. Ive, thanks for telling me that, man. By the way, Ive, seriously, DM me on Instagram, man, because you being an Ohio State guy and you seem to know what you're talking about. I want to see if we can coordinate something. It's just my Instagram, Mark Lesko Podcast. Irish Prestige must be unblocked because he did nothing wrong. Dude, he's seriously saying that stuff?
Dude, he was
I
a
think
clown. He was a serious clown, man. And you should, if we could save it, we would save it and show you. But
I think Penn State went out with the schedule, but I don't know, man. You see, that's the thing. That's a great question. I don't know. LOL, all he does is come in here and antagonize. By the way, Oregon.
Exactly. Alex said it right.
Big one. Marcus Freeman, go Irish. He is a co-host of Menace 2 Sports. You want that clip to be played by Chris Mark. That one will make your channel pop more.
Yeah. Haters
Oregon,
hate,
Michigan,
man,
Ohio State for real. They're out pet.
What?
Yo, Ive. By the way, Menace 2 Sports, that's one of my favorite podcasts. Like, I love that podcast. And yeah, Chris is chill. He's real chill.
I just think the ones that I've seen, they kind of just they'll go on too long on their intro, and like I don't know. From the ones I've seen, I feel like
I love that podcast, man. Like it's all Ohio State, but they do a very good show. And yeah. I mean, they talk crap on Penn State. A lot of Ohio State fans do, and then I say something back, and I'm the bad guy, I guess. So
yep.
Yeah, you're right, Ive. I do like that podcast a lot. They just have a good show. Thanks, Phenomenal Brew. I think we have a good quarterback, fellas. Yep, we will tell him Brian Day. CJ Carr over Gronk. Yeah, he's Timu Derek Carr is not better than Gronk. Get him. Ohio State fans, if we rematch y'all in the Natty, it wouldn't be close. Yeah, exactly. You guys get beat by more this time. Okay. Yeah, how about it, Ive? What is he? The thinking with Penn State is they just aren't on the same level as Indiana. That's what we saw today. What's up, Faf? Faf is back. I watched him every day. Yeah, it is. I do like that show, man. We would beat the fuck. Yes, you would. You would absolutely destroy Notre Dame. It wouldn't even be close. But yeah, since you like watched that show too, man. Like, just the dude, Zach Smith's like a great. And you know something about Menace 2 Sports too, Ive, that I respect a lot. He had John Ziegler on, who he's a very pro Paterno. He talks about the scandal that happened at Penn State a lot. He had him on his show. So I had a lot of respect for him doing that because no one else did that. So, but anyway, Tickle, that's rage bait. Indiana barely beat a team on a 0-5 losing streak. Happy to see Grunkmeyer. Yep, he is. Also, sorry for demming you out on Tangwall's podcast. What? Demming me out? Tickle correct. We're not on the same level as Indiana. You saw them win their one game and will now lose the next 9 in a row. You nailed it. Zach Smith, cool. LOL. He built the fuck out of that. Dude, he always talks about Urban Meyer and just what a boss he was. I mean, those guys have every right to. We got Love and Carr. We have been dominating college football ever since we lost. We will get more big wins with Pitt and Navy on the horizon. Bro, Notre Dame, you guys are cooked. Just stop, please. Coaching is the problem because all of these losses are close, with the sole exception of Ohio State. Yeah.
I'm back.
Well, I don't know, Brett. You have anything else to say?
Let me just read these quick. I had to go to the bathroom quick.
What's up, Menace to Sports? That's hilarious, man.
Coaching is the problem because of all the losses are close.
And then,
yeah, these close losses, man, have been brutal. That, like I said, I'd rather get blown out. It sounds crazy, but as a Penn State fan, like these close losses are just cursed, man. I don't know what else to say about that. I called in after you on Landon's podcast. Let him know.
Aaron, is that Aaron? Was that you, dude?
Is that Fav?
Yeah, he gave us a shout out. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Called in after you. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Seriously. Thank you. Let me cook him, Mark. Bro, you're good, man. You are good. I have full confidence in you.
Thoughts on Keemon Spell? He's a 16-year-old diva, man. That's my thoughts on him. He might go to Notre Dame or he'll flip to Ohio State or Georgia after that. I don't know.
Yeah, thanks, Faf. I appreciate that, man.
That's my thoughts on him.
Heartline is worth the wait in my estimation.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Keemon Spells, Penn State fans? Indiana's lucky as fuck. They're overrated. They might be 5 losses by a total of 16 points because easily be 8-1.
Yeah, I mean it's true.
Bro, like someone said that today on a comment on the pod. They said Keemon Spell will look good in blue and gold, and I was like, no one looks good in Notre Dame blue and gold. I said he's gonna falter at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Why would we give Notre Dame fans credit? You have nothing to do with any win. Pitt, Navy, and USC.
Like, did you pre-read that? Did you read your comment before you sent it? That's all. That's my only question for you. Did you read it? We read it, and it's bad.
Some of you guys say stuff in public, and it can't be taken back. You know, I think Indiana's for real, but it took all their luck to get by us today. This team fought the hardest I've seen. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. Like,
listen,
Indiana fought, or Penn State fought, but I still think Indiana is like a good team. But I have to admit to Ive that Ohio State is better than Indiana. I think before today, I would have thought Indiana's better. But listen, again, I have a ton of respect for Ohio State. All right, I do. I hate them, and pretty much every fan that comments on my podcast, they talk so much crap, and it's like, guys, and what they say makes no sense. But y'all didn't get a big win.
He's talking.
I'll just let you two talk. Also, the Hoosiers are by far the best team in Indiana. Mark, y'all should have won. Yeah, we should have, man, for sure. We should have.
Yeah,
exactly.
If Notre Dame would have beat Texas A&M and Miami, like Miami's not good, so that would have been an okay win. They would have beat Texas A&M. I will give you all that, but y'all didn't win that game, so I can't give it to you.
Guys, I actually have to go because we're having dinner for my dad's birthday. So you guys, you saw him on here. Wish him a happy birthday.
Tell Mark Sr. I said happy birthday, man.
Will do.
So what's up?
Notre Dame losing to Pitt. But Arctic, if you want to, DM me, man, off what we talked about. I've DM me. Seriously. DM me. And who else? Arctic Teeth is messaging me on Instagram right now. Yep, Arctic. All right, guys. Thank you for coming on. Notre Dame said happy birthday. Thanks. Appreciate that.
And he said, why can't Notre Dame and Penn State they can be friends? We have a couple people on here that are cool, and you seem okay. Yeah. I mean, other than the good wins part.
I'm not, you're not in blocking. Bro, listen, like if you're on here just like blatantly talking crap and you make inappropriate jokes, like I'm going to block you. But if you're just on here talking, it's fine. Irish Prestige was just really annoying.
Yeah.
So And I literally had people messaging me, block that guy. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mark Sr. Thanks, man. Do we even win 2 games? Yeah, I think we have a shot to win out, man, and make a bowl. But that is a great question. I forget who it was. I think JR asked. That is a great question.
We can play with anyone.
Do they actually play? I hope the team doesn't give up because the players haven't given up, man.
That's got to be a heart-wrenching loss today for them. But
James Franklin quit on his team. Players did not quit on James Franklin. Well, they quit on James Franklin because he quit on them.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
The players have not quit. Their head coach did, and he's gone. So, but thank you guys very much. I'm glad to see that we're getting some hate on other pods. Bro, Brett, if you see anything on that, send it.
I got you.
All right, guys. Thanks. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.
We'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I might be on with Jared. All right, guys. Thank you for the tips, donations. Appreciate it. Hit the like button, JR said.
Like button and subscribe.
I did, JR. Thanks, man. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks, guys. See ya.
See you guys.